in this era, you are still giving out your hard-earned money to people, or some people that call themselves agents, that there is job offer or there's a work permit they will give to you immediately you land in Canada. A lot of people has been fooled about coming to Canada as a worker. And I had an interaction with someone last time telling me, how will I apply for a work visa? So this has gotten to me that a lot of people does not have knowledge about how work visa work in Canada, especially for those ones who are still outside of Canada. If this is what interests you, please kindly watch this video to the end and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. If you have any question regarding this topic, ensure you put them on the comment section. I would answer you as soon as possible. So now I've gotten a lot of informations, how people scam them, how they do this, how they know. I'll be like, why are people not researching? There are a lot of information out there for you to utilize in terms of your abroad processes. But let me tell you one thing, there's nothing like work visa or work permit or whatever you call it without a job offer. Before you get a job offer in Canada, employer must have interviewed you, employer must have gone through some processes with you before you can be eligible to come into Canada and work. I'm not saying that there's no job offer in Canada. There is. Most people moved last year, especially those in healthcare, depending on what they are looking out for. If you have a skill that is in demand in a particular province or in a particular place whereby there are a shortage of those demands or those individuals, they will want to employ people from outside of Canada to come to their province and work, right? So it's working. I'm not saying that it's not working. So what is the first thing that you need to do if you are looking for a job offer in Canada? Don't allow anybody to tell you that they are going to prepare a work visa for you. There's nothing like a work visa without a legible work offer or job offer, right, from an eligible employer. Okay, so what happens is that firstly, you need to ensure you have a good CV, mostly Canadian standards CV that you used in applying for those jobs. So where are you going to apply for those jobs? There are a lot of sites that you can apply for jobs in Canada. There's LinkedIn, there's Indeed.ca, there is jobbank.gc.ca. So all these places are the places that you can apply for a job, and you will see employers who are eligible that have also applied for LMIA. LMIA is it's just like, for instance, let me just say it in a way that most people understand. For instance, now maybe in Ontario, I'm in Ontario, and they are looking for nurses. Employer has given out adverts on he wants to employ nurses to his facility. But at the end of the day, he couldn't find any nurses. So he has to apply for an LMIA to the government that, oh, I've advertised for this job offer, but no one is coming. So I need people from outside of Canada to come to my um office or facility to work. So what the government would do now is that the government would take that advert and place it on their government website. If anybody in especially in Canada or in that particular province applies for that job, the employer loses his ability to bring in someone from outside Canada. But if nobody applies for that job, then they will give out the employer the go ahead process to bring in someone from outside Canada. But before an employer would do this, employer has to pay some amount of money to bring in someone from outside of Canada. Okay, that's a bygone. So now, if an employer has done this and it has been granted. So what the employer will do now is that he will start um, you know, pushing adverts in so many places. And when you come, oh, you say, oh, I'm fit for this job. You apply this job from outside Canada. And when you apply for this job from outside Canada, the employer will get to you. Maybe if the employer, what the employer is looking at for, you have all those certifications and everything, the employer will get to you or get in contact with you, carry out an interview. At the end of the day, if he thinks that you are fit for the job, he employs you right away and give you that those document that was given to him by the government for him to bring in someone. So the employer will now give you those documents. That's what you will use in applying for your work visa, right? When your work visa is approved, then you migrate to Canada and start working. So I don't know why a lot of people will just be confusing so many people about coming to Canada as a worker. Why you've not applied for a job, any job. And secondly, it's not even easy to get this job. It might be easy to say, but sometimes it's not really easy. So many people are coming into this country with work visa. But I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's rare. All right. So these are the things that you need to put in place, when you are planning to relocate to Canada or any country of your choice. Make sure that you are researching about so many things. Don't just come out and somebody will tell you a lot of things, that a lot of shit that you don't need to even listen to, and you end up being doomed. All right. So I know you've gotten a lot of one point or the other. If you're still confused in any way, send me kindly write a comment below and ensure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you.